So guys, I'm now going to run you through a couple key training points on preparing your pan and your mix before you use them. It's really important that you follow these steps in order to get the best performance from your equipment. So I'm now going to show you how to prepare your pan inside your freezer, because it's very important you do this properly in order to get the best performance from your DIY ice pan. Okay, so I'm going to take the lid off my very ugly freezer, and then when you get inside the freezer, what you need to do, you need to submerge your pan as deep inside of your freezer as you possibly can, and put loads of things on top of it, whether it's frozen peas, whatever you have in your freezer. Just make sure you submerge your pan inside. Okay, don't just put it on top of everything. So, you put the ice out, got loads of frozen things. Okay, and then here is the baby. So there it is, there's the pan. So what I've also done is I've ensured the pan is kept upside down. So you don't have the pan this way with the plate facing up. You want the plate that you're going to make the ice cream on facing down. That's very important, otherwise you won't be able to roll. Okay? And also you need to have it perfectly flat. There's liquid inside this pan and it needs to be frozen equally across the whole pan. So you need to have your pan very flat and deep inside of your freezer. Okay. Inside. Nice and flat, and then put everything back on top of it like so. Shut your freezer, and then what you want to try do is not just open your freezer, if possible, for 24 hours. Obviously, sometimes that's impossible, but yeah, ideally, keep your freezer shut for as long as possible so you don't let any warm air in and disturb the temperature. Setting your freezer to the coldest possible temperature is essential if you want to be able to make some ice cream rolls. So, on this particular freezer, I've got a dial down here, I've got the on button, an orange button which is the boost. Make sure you always have your boost on. On some freezers it could be called a super button, a super freeze button, but most freezers do have some sort of power up button. And then you've got your dial, which is for the power of your freezer. So the max will be the coldest temperature, the minimum the warmest temperature. So always have your freezer, if you can, turn to the absolute max coldness it will go. If you don't do this, the chances are you won't be able to make the ice cream rolls at all. With your mix, please ensure that you leave it in your fridge for at least 12 hours before using it. You need to make sure your mix is really cold but not freezing before you use it. If it's warm and you pour it in the pan, your pan's gonna get warmer a lot quicker. So yeah, make sure you leave it in your fridge for at least 12 hours. And if you can, keep your fridge at the coldest possible temperature. We recommend anywhere between 2 to 3 degrees. So before you take your pan and your mix out of the fridge and freezer, it's really important that you get your area prepared, because what you don't want to do is take your cold stuff out of the fridge and freezer, and then you spend ages preparing the area, and by the time you go to make your ice cream, it's all warmed up. So, today I want to make an Oreo ice cream. So the first thing I'm going to need is some Oreos. Boom. Second thing I'm going to need are some spatulas. And then I need to go get my pan and my mix out of the fridge and freezer. So I've got my Oreos, I've got my spatulas, I've got my mix with the corner sipped off, and I've got my cold pan. Click the next video for how to make an Oreo ice cream. So thanks for watching those few tips, guys. I hope you found them really useful. If you've got any other questions, please just let us know in the comments. But yeah, have fun and get rolling.